welcome to Texas Farmstead Living. On today's video, I want to share with you how our life on the farm has changed after the children have grown up. I know many of you are homesteading now, and there's a lot of really, young families getting into homesteading, and I thought this video would help you understand or maybe take a look into the future of what your life will look like after your children grow up. My homesteading journey began 21 years ago when my family moved to the Texas Hill Country from Dallas, Texas. At that time, my 5 children's ages ranged from 6 months to 9 years old. We bought a farmstead with an 1883 rock home built by the German immigrants, and it was just like stepping back in time. Much had not changed. I even found a square lye soap in the garage. The children attended the last Commonwealth School District in Texas, with there only being 2 classrooms from K through 8th grade. When we moved there, we lived in an RV just as many of you are doing today when you're beginning your homesteading journey. Life was wonderful, and I cherished each moment during that season of my life. I pursued with a passion the lost skills of yesteryear, such as milking a family cow, which today is still my favorite part of homesteading, cheese making, canning, keeping chickens, making bread from freshly milled grains, gardening, and sewing. The children grew up with chores and were exposed to all facets of an old-fashioned lifestyle. They drank raw milk and they ate nutrient-dense foods produced on our farm. We didn't have any or very little TV time and no computer in the house. Life was quiet and simple, and we went to bed and rose with the sun. The children played outside because we didn't have air conditioning during the day, only at night with window units. Fast forward to today, the children are now 21 through 30 years old. Now we are in a new season of living. All are out on their own and finding their own way in the world. But as for me, my life has changed very little. I have remained true to the homesteading lifestyle and actually embrace old-fashioned living more every day. My Jersey cow enterprise has grown to 11 females. Now that I am a mother to grown children, I serve them in a very different role. They are now very busy with their jobs, and I try to provide as much help as I can. Remember, children still need their mother when they grow up, so know that you will still be needed and involved. I am still here to serve my family. In days past, families lived in close proximity to each other. Mr. Roofer grew up in a family compound very much in an 1880s lifestyle. His grandfather was born in 1875, and he lived close to him. Mr. Roofer has wonderful memories from his childhood. Somehow in modern times, children move away often, many miles, and rarely see their family. It seems everyone wants to do the opposite of the way they grew up at first. These days, it seems my children are gravitating more and more to the farm. We have a new bundle of joy that calls me Marmy, and my hope is to teach him the old ways of living.
Look at that smart boy. So happens this cow is not a side kicker. She just kind of lifts her foot up a little bit. That's all she's ever done from the first day. So she's going to be a good standing cow. She's already $8 with food, baby.
Mr. Roofer and I now have an empty nest and alone most of the time, and we cherish each other more every day. We work together taking care of chores and still dream big. We have many more projects that we want to do. We have our routines such as coffee on the porch with Bible study and prayer for our family. We milk the cows together and both really love working with all of our cattle. We go check on our beef cattle every day or every few days, and we are involved in managing our regenerative wheat farm. This is a new project that we have started now that we have more time. Mr. Roofer also started a beef business, and he takes great pride in producing beef like ranchers raised from yesteryear. Mr. Roofer and I both value old-fashioned living and a simple life. We bought an Airstream but really never go anywhere. We really prefer to stay here on the farm. This is our happy place. Mr. Roofer and I place great importance on going to church. We have time to be involved in several faith-based groups. Even though we have more time, we value being good stewards of our time and resources. As for how I spend my free time, which I try not to have too much of, I am always learning a new skill. At the moment, I am working on the old-fashioned skill of hand quilting. I continue to milk cows and make cheese. It is a part of my life, and I will do so the rest of my life. Milking cows brings great health and joy to my life. Mr. Roofer and I every season move forward in planting a garden and improving our orchards. We plant just about the same as we did when the children were home, but now we preserve the harvest and share more. We time block and plan daily to help us meet our seasonal goals. Mr. Roofer, although now retired, always has a building project going.
This is a gate I made last week to go in a stairwell opening at my mother-in-law's.
On a commercial building.
On a commercial building downtown on the square.
Yeah. As I mentioned, it seems the children come home more and more the older they get. And I still cook from scratch meals with our farm-sourced food for them. I cook a lot, but now usually only 2 meals a day. So this is definitely different than when the family all lived together. Our life is filled with our agrarian lifestyle, family, and church. We are blessed to have the life we have curated. Children that grow up on a farm usually have a strong work ethic. My children have a wonderful work ethic. They are extremely responsible and very prompt. People often ask if my children realize how fortunate they were to grow up in this lifestyle, and my answer is, I believe they are coming full circle in embracing the agrarian lifestyle. After all, God had made us all agrarian. We all eat and drink.